I'm a Democrat and a lifelong liberal.
And I'm a lifelong conservative. Barbara and I have been married now for almost 15 years.
We've often joked that on election day, we go together to cancel out each other's vote. But honestly, our beliefs are really important to us.
Politics was not an issue in our marriage at first, but as the stakes seemed to grow with each passing election, so did the need to manage our differences. I believe both political parties are broken. After not voting for Trump in 2016, I chose what I saw as the lesser of two evils and voted for him in 2020.
And I was so upset after learning of Rick's intention to vote for Trump, because there seemed to be such a disconnect between that and what I thought I knew about him. I couldn't even speak to him about it, so we resorted to writing letters to try to understand each other. I didn't want our politics to hurt our marriage.
America is politically polarized, but politics doesn't have to tear people apart. Good, well-meaning people can disagree.
Barbara, what was going through your head when you found out that Rick was going to be voting for Trump in 2020, or did you find out after the fact?
I found out ahead of time. We were talking in the car, and he told me he was planning to vote for Trump.
Did it bother you emotionally?
It floored me. It challenged what I thought I understood about Rick's beliefs. I mean, when he told me, I felt like the ground was opening up under my feet. And it was disorienting, and it was upsetting because it was hard to understand. It challenged what I thought I knew about his beliefs, because I know Rick to be a man of integrity. I know him to be very thoughtful. I know him to, research his political positions and things. So I was having a hard time connecting up this choice with what I understood about his character and his positions. So I had to hang on to just the faith that I know him to be a deeply good human being. I know him to be a man of integrity. And I had to just hang on to that while I tried to struggle through and understand this choice.
So it rattled you?
Yes.
You rattled her?
Apparently.
Okay. How many of you were rattled by the way your friends voted in the presidential election, whether it was for Biden or Trump, either way? Okay, so it was significant. Did you know it was going to have an effect on her?
I thought it might.
Yeah. But you did it anyway.
As Barbara said, I put a lot of thought into these things, and I felt like in 2016 it was a wash, and I could go with a third-party candidate. In 2020, I couldn't.
Okay, did you vote for Trump or against Biden?
It was more against Biden.
Okay. So did y'all talk about this?
It was hard. That was the hardest time, I think, of our politics affecting our marriage. I was struggling so much that I ended up writing Rick a letter to ask him about his beliefs, because I wanted to get my thoughts together. I wanted to make sure I was expressing myself, because the stakes felt so high.
Yeah, so you wrote each other?
Yes.
To take the emotion out of it some, or the confrontation out of it. Did that help?
Yes, it did, because it gave me a chance to think about what he was saying and really try to process it a little bit, rather than responding when my emotions were high.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.